much teaching on that women should not be in leadership. And women should not be that. And so, well, people will have clarity, a little bit of how apostle worked and how a pastor worked. And this principle that I'm about to teach you, that you write it down and hold on to this principle. And I want to talk about three particular words: authority, under authority, and usurping authority. Somebody say amen. Now, that serpent authority, he can put that up there first. Let me work with that. Serpent authority. Then the prophets can come and read that. You don't put it up on the screen. We put it up in Hebrew and Greek. That serpent authority, I want to deal with that. And I guess the reason why I want to deal with that serpent authority, because really it's a word that they're using against women is really out of context. And why do you say it's out of context? And I would say, God, should I reveal this revelation today to the congregation? Are they ready for it? Or do I just sort of teach around it and let them sort of pick it up slowly? He's a teacher. So you're about to hear something that's going to blow your mind. But it's time to hear the truth of how the truth has been hidden from us a long time. Do y'all mind if I just take my time to teach? So, in the book of Genesis, where it says that God put Adam in a deep sleep and took a rib out of his side. I'm just going to teach you. You got to go back and study it in the Hebrew and the Greek text, and not in the Western world text what they want you to believe, because they want to minimize. Woman was never taken from a rib. Woman was never taken from a rib. If you would go to the doctor today and break 2 ribs and damage 2 or 3 ribs, they can actually take those 2 or 3 ribs out and you still can live. Somebody say that. But they put rib in there to bring woman to a place to be lower than the man. So they put a rib in there. The actual word that was in there was side. You got 2 sides. So it was taken, woman was taken from the side of man. I hope he's recording. Somebody said that. She was taken from the side. Now, when you put Adam side Jesus when he was on the cross, and it said, pierced him in the side, and blood and water come running at the church was birth. Do you know how glorious the church was? How beautiful the church was that God was getting ready church in mind. So the whole marriage process was about the church. Now, if you would give me right quick, we still going to get to that scripture. If you would give me Genesis 1 and 26. I want to show you something in Genesis 1 and 26 that you've never seen before. Genesis 1 and 26, what does it say? Now, this is taken out of the King James Version, where man has put some of this stuff in. You got it? What does it say? You got some television problems.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 reads, "And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have..."
Hold it. Let who? Them. Somebody said them. Woman was already inside of man. Woman was already there. Man already had a woman in it, just like Jesus, as I gave you the parable of Adam being put in a sleep. And they pierced you. The church was already on the inside of Jesus. So when God put Adam to sleep, he just pulled woman up out of him. Up out of him. And it wasn't for woman to walk behind him. It wasn't for woman to walk beside, in front of him. It was for woman to walk beside him. Somebody said that. Yes, there is an order still in headship. Amen. Yes, there's an order still in headship. But I got a question to ask you. When Adam woke up, he said, this is no longer bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, but we shall be called what? One. He had the revelation. Somebody said that. That she came out of the inside of him. And she was one with him on the inside. Now, if you are one, you're going to get quiet when I ask you this question. If you are one, somebody say, well, one can't be the head of one. Think about it. One cannot be the head of one. When he woke up with that prophetic word, come on, read it.
And God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness. No, I'm sorry. 26. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air.
Let them have dominion.
Over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. And God created, 27?
Yeah.
And God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created them.
Him. She's already there. She was already created. God just pulled her out. Now let's go to Genesis 2. I guess I'll start at the 18th verse. Genesis 2 and 18. I got to take my time. I don't want to get real fast because this is new to some of you. If you go back and ask your African pastor, they're going to say, that man gone nuts, get out of there. But he doesn't study Hebrew and Greek. He studied just the Western teaching. And the Western teaching, a lot of the Western teaching is designed to all you really end up having is your disability. Because it's a system. That system is not designed to bring you out to have nothing. And when God woke up some people who they are, and they showed them the design how to have something, that system, so we got to go burn it up. What's that? The black Walmart. Not Walmart store. When they had a whole 11 states, they had their own banks, they had their own this, and they had their own that. What was it?
Wall Street.
Wall Street, somebody said. They burned it up. Because that system wasn't the system of the United States. Here these people walking around with banks, homes. This system, if you stay in it, is designed to keep you broke. You got to get out of this system. You can watch Donald Trump on TV until the crows come home. You can pray for the Democrat, the Republican, the Independent, the Socialist. They're all in the same system. You got to let God step you outside of the system. Outside of this system, if you want something. Young folks, I've been studying about the Jewish people. The Jewish people do not teach their people the Western world system. Those kids don't walk around with a $1,500 phone. You know what they walk around with? They're part owners of the company that makes the $1,500 phone at 12, 13 years old. But because we're in this system, and we feel that we don't feel like we're nothing, and kids are killing other kids and making them look bad because you ain't got this. But a Jewish child will wear a $10 shirt, but have stock in the company that's making you that name brand shirt. Somebody said that. Because it's a system. And it plays with our mind because we want to look good. I've been in that system too long. In cars, in trucks, and in jewelry. But it's a system. Now, let's read that about serpent authority. You got it?
Genesis 2:18?
No, serpent authority should be up there.
He just put it up there.
Yeah, in Hebrew, agree.
Define usurping authority. Usurping authority means to seize and hold in possession by force or without right. Essentially claiming power that doesn't legitimately belong to you. This involves acquiring an unwarranted position of power or prominence, often by force.
Take authority from himself. How can you usurp authority? But just because they got it in there, so people that don't quite understand what we're about to do, my wife's ordination, she's not usurping authority, I'm going to give her authority. To pastor a church. So you want to look up that serpent authority.